What are the policy riders? Life insurance policy rider. We spoke in the last episode about the Zurich Futura policy, and it has several riders as well. So what are these riders? How does this rider work? Did you ever ask for a rider, or was it just given to you? Can you have them in a Futura or any term policy? And if so, why so? Is it inclusive of a life cover, principal cover? All these questions may not even come into your mind because you don't even know about that. That is where I am to share with you so you can take your informed decision. Let's talk about riders today. Hello, welcome back. This is Leenaparwani, and on this channel I share my experience and my knowledge with money matters, life insurance and health insurance, and I share my video every Monday. So do subscribe to my channel by clicking on this bell icon so you will have a first notification coming to you on my upcoming matters. And also you can share with me in the comment box what do you want me to address for you in upcoming episodes. So this is from my last week experience. I was actually talking to a client when he was actually buying a term insurance policy for the mortgage purpose, and his premium, he wanted to have a reduced premium. When I saw his policy, it was having a critical illness rider on that. A policy was actually for the mortgage purpose only. Why critical illness rider wasn't there? And the client was not even aware about that. He did not even ask about that. But yes, it increased his premium big way. When your client doesn't even ask you why this was added into it. Such questions come into my mind several times. Anyways, that's where I say inform yourself, educate yourself. When you are signing any document, any policy related document, have the complete information on you. I shared with you last time how you read the illustration which actually says what is covered, what is not covered. So let's look at a few things about the riders. Number one, type of riders available with Zurich policies. They have a rider called critical illness rider, which is very popular and usually given along with the Futura policy for the lifetime coverage. You get an income replacement cover into that. That's a major cover, highly recommended by many of the advisors because it covers the living in benefits for you. We have spoken about this, what is critical illness rider, in my previous episode. You can look into that. You can refer to my previous episode for what is critical illness cover. Second most popular rider with Zurich policies is permanent total disability. Yes, it covers you for permanent total disability as the name goes in, and sometimes even bank do ask, whenever you have a bank policies or mortgage policy, bank do ask to have that cover also in it. Rider number 3, family income benefit. One of the very beautiful rider actually. It actually combines the whole of life versus a term insurance into it. If anything happened to you, your family will still get continuous income for next 20 years or 30 years or 10 years. However you choose to go for. But as I said, this is one of the beautiful rider. It has it. Number 4, waiver of premium. Waiver of premium, what does it mean? Waiver of premium actually covers you if you have a permanent total disability and the future premium can be waived off. Or if you fall into such major situation, such as actually you can't do your 3 basic activities, daily activities, then you fall into the permanent total disability criteria and your premium can be waived off. So this rider comes at a very minimum cost. Most of it, people do add that into it. If your life and critical illness cover is separate amount, not the same amount, but if you have exact amount of life cover, exact amount of critical illness cover, then this rider may not make sense. But if you only have a life cover and the difference between life and critical illness, choose that one as well. This is something, as I said, it's not coming with a higher cost onto it. Number 5 rider is hospitalization benefit. This used to be actually very popular in days when the medical insurance was not compulsory and people were not aware more about medical insurance. So people can get the hospitalization benefit and you get a weekly amount given as a claim amount back to you if you're admitted in the hospital. But it's more like now it's medical insurance is compulsory. Everybody have the medical insurance on place. So you have a choice whether you really want it or don't want it, but people who had for many years, they can still take benefit into it. Let's look at the section 2 and understand, is it inclusive into your principal cover? What does it mean like? Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I have a life cover of $100,000 and my critical illness cover is $50,000. So if I got paid out in a claim, if I got diagnosed with any of the critical illness, I got paid out $50,000. So what is left? So my principal cover was $100,000. I got actually paid out $50,000. So balance $50,000 is the only thing which is left with Zurich, which they will pay when I die to my family or to my beneficiaries. So it is inclusive in it. Some people do misunderstand that, oh, by the way, I had 100 life and 50 critical illness, so I got paid out 50, I should still be having 100 life. No, it doesn't work that way out. So you have to understand that this is under the principal cover. So you have a principal cover, under that you have several rider into it. When insurance company adds several rider, they always tell the principal cover is the main cover. That also says very clearly that you cannot only go in the Zurich policies only for a critical illness or only for PTD, because these are the riders, not the principal coverage, which is life cover. Number 3 item which I would focus on, the cost. Yes, when you add ons, these adds the cost to you. Let's say you buy a BMW and then you change the speakers into it and you change the leather inside it, new sittings inside. So these all adds on, you're taking it, right? So this is like feel good factors, but also give you benefit which you like it. Similarly, this is what you're taking a life insurance policy, under that you are adding different riders and all come at the cost. Critical illness has a cost, permanent total disability has a cost, family income has a cost, hospitalization benefit has a cost, waiver of premium also have a cost. So all these number of riders you would choose to go with that, it has a cost. So if you are looking for a low cost thing, you may compromise on the riders. Always know that there is a cost for it. Flexibility on the riders. Do I have a flexibility on the rider if I want to remove some rider at some point of time and I want to have a less premium payment out of my pocket? Can I do that? Yes, you have a flexibility on these riders. You can increase the rider amount as long as the principal cover is not more than that, right? Under the principal amount, you can increase your rider coverage or you can remove any rider if your pocket doesn't allow you at some point of stage, This comes with a huge flexibility. Yes, subject to your insurability. Don't forget that. You should be insurable and eligible for any increase on any of the rider. Is it advisable to go for these riders? Is it kind of must? Well, I would say it is your own choice as long as you know what benefits comes with these riders. So it's completely your choice whether you want to have those riders or not. Probably your financial advisor can do a right job for you and tell you even more in detail what these riders are going to benefit you with that. Because it comes at a cost, it's totally your choice, you want to have them or not. Some of them are really recommended, such as critical illness, quite highly recommended rider if you don't have any other policy with the critical illness coverage into that. So what all the policies of Zurich actually offer you these riders? Zurich Futura policy have riders, of course. Zurich term policy also have riders. You can, if you are taking whether term insurance or whether you're taking a Futura policy, you have rider choice available in that. This information is very basic information, but still good to have this information if you haven't had a policy before and you're looking for it now. You can take very informed decision. If you like this video, please do put in the comment box yes. Put yes and tell me your feedback about this information. Was it useful to you? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking on this bell icon.